Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Ralph's Automotive. I told you in the O'Reilly degreaser review that I was going to film this 3/6 timing chain. I was going to do that. We're going to do actually a little bit more than that to the engine. I'll bring you all along. This is not going to be vehicle specific. I don't know how I'm going to title that yet, but because we got it out of the vehicle, you know, it doesn't show you vehicle specific because I've already had that work done. I worked through that pretty quick, so didn't have time to really film that. But anyway, I figured at the very least we can go ahead and get the timing chain part of it on camera anyway. So probably not going to do too much talking on here. Like I said, I'm still trying to get it done, so kind of bear with me on that. Yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get started on this project. Got to remove some coils and some plugs over here on the back side. Pulling the coils out of these here, they do have locks in them. The plug-ins, they have the retaining locks on them, so keep that in mind. Knock off the tire chain bracket. Solenoids and sensors, we'll get all that unplugged. God almighty, I hate these plugins anymore, man. Them things all seem to be so tight. A couple of these have been broke. Is what it is. Of course, it's going to be put back together on the bench here, so we're going to go ahead and get all that lined up when I put it back together. That way there ain't going to be no problems. number 1 cylinder in the back. Take note of this here. Okay, that's why. Whoops. This one here was out already. You had a couple of plugs left in it. I was beginning to get worried. What in the... Did I miss it? Here we go. Something definitely hanging up on it. I'm finding my top dead center on here. And we're going to set timing mark on the bottom of the pulley. Wherever it is. Well, I can't see it. Might have to go look. Yeah. That's it right there. That's good enough. Good enough for now. Oh man. I suspect I'm going to make a little bit of a mess. Not bad. Water pump, I'm not going to reuse it. Got us a new one. Get this tensioner off of here. Get these wires knocked loose. Check our O-rings and gaskets later on. This is real bad up here as far as oil leaks. That valve cover, I guess, had a tremendous leak in it, so have to pull this power steering pump, I guess. Do it as well. Grab the wrong socket. So, as I predicted, this thing right here is nasty, really nasty. I mean, oil not been changed in regular intervals. Of course, we already knew that, you know. I'll give you a shot of this top right here. It's pitiful at best. Oh, you see how dirty all that is? Yeah, at this point in time, you know, I done made up my mind. Of course, I'm going to have to inspect everything here and see what's going on. We've lost a follower, or actually we lost a couple of followers in there. We need to inspect the cams and all that good stuff. Couldn't think of what I was trying to say, but we got to inspect the cams and all that good stuff. If it's going to be real bad, we're going to have to back up and do something different. Doesn't feel all that bad on the follower that I found in here, and there's another follower. It appears as that we're only missing two of them actually. The lifters is going to be a concern on this cylinder head, no doubt about that. You know, at this juncture we need to figure out trying to roll over that and feel the needles on the inside here. So we'll put them in there, and over here the chain popped off. You know, no surprise there. It took the chains out. So here on the front, you know, everything is kegged on. The oil is burnt onto it. You know, it's crap that people don't change the oil. You know, it's a sad situation at best, but it is what it is, and we'll just go ahead and have to move on. I'm trying to get my wires and all that good stuff. You know, you might think, well, why don't you just move them wires out of the way? Well, the reason I don't just move them out of the way, this is a little bit of a project here, and I've had some. Oh my lordy! I've had some time where missed a bolt, by the way. I had some time where I wasn't working on it. You know, I simply don't want to forget what I was doing. I did a relative compression on this thing when we first got it, and we figured out right away that the rear bank wasn't contributing at all. So basically it was just sitting static, and that's basically what's showing right here. You know, it is in fact sitting static, considering that there is no chain on it. So the front did show, so I already know that the front does have a chain on it. I didn't check timing, as in checking the whole entire timing. I did not do that, but as you can see here, we do have a timing chain on that. Now this bank here does look a little bit better, but still the where am I going? the valve covers are pretty nasty, so that's a pretty substantial problem. Well, we got to get all that cleaned up. Enough of that. I'll keep on pulling some stuff off of here. I'm going to go to the tensioner. That was loose. Let's see how loose that was. So tensioner off to the side. We'll have to figure out what kind of damage was done on the internals here. Alright, can't get that one just yet. And when I clean that engine up, that right there is really the reason why I cleaned it up, because with the bolt heads black, I don't know about you guys, but my eyes, you know, I couldn't see half the bolts. And at least with it cleaned up, at least somewhat cleaned up, you know, at least I can see. That is it for that. One here. And now we're going to head on to the damper up front. I think that one will slip off. Of course, now that I said that, I'm probably wrong. I thought it did though. Okay, this is generally, I think they refer to this as a Chrysler tool, but this works on the GM perfectly fine. You don't see really a place to hook this. There is an OE tool that actually slides in and then twists over, where there's hooks that are like a 90 degree, and they hook onto the legs. You don't really need that. If you pay attention to your balancer, it does have flats in between, so we can go ahead and use those. I'll get you a better shot of it when I get it hooked up here. Always like to try to use a rubber band on it if I can. Try to keep those rubber bands around. They useful for a lot of different things. I'm not going to worry about lubrication. You might want to lubricate that bolt on a puller. Anytime you use a puller, try to lubricate the bolt. That'd be the better thing to do. in most cases. This one here, the balancer is not on that tight that I can tell, because I've already got it to move. I really honestly figured it was going to slide off, but with a little bit of warm on it, but apparently I was wrong on that one. So shouldn't have no problem pulling it off. Well, it's a little bit tighter maybe than what I thought. I'm not forcing that at all. I mean, I can grab the wrench down there by the bottom. You know, it's not that tight. Like I said, it was already sliding a while ago, so. It's 24 actually, I do believe. I got my back again, back towards you again. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the old trusty impact out. We'll have to change rods. Whoops! Well, I guess I'm kind of being stupid, so I'll go ahead and put a little bit of lubrication on it. Takes a second, I guess, to put a little bit something on the bolt and everything. Better than breaking it. What I did is I had to change rods. Gotta go to a little bit longer rod now. A lot of times I don't like to use the impact on these things here because these rods will bend. You know, I've done it before. I'm sure I'll do it again. So, give you a shot of this. Hopefully, camera can pick it up. The little flats right here they got in there, so you can use this tool. They'll come right off. Like I said, I've warmed them up many times before. I warmed them up a little bit, and they slide off. You can't wait too long. Of course, that heat will sink all the way through. So can't wait too long. But anyway, neither here nor there. That part's off. What this is that right there. I made an additional rod for it that I made a while back. And as I said on a number of occasions, you know, I don't lie when it comes to tools and everything. When it comes to pullers themselves, like the 3-jaw in particular and all that good stuff, if you're thinking about going to Harbor Freight, forget it. They're junk. They're absolute junk. Sorry, it is what it is. You know, that's just the way it is. If you're looking to Harbor Freight on something like that, you know, I would think again, think twice. But anyway, moving on. Well, I've touched it now. You know, I was talking about the cleaning part of it. That thing was so black, it blended in with the sheet metal. I knew it was there, but still, it just goes to show how hard it can be for you to see that when an engine is dirty like that. When you have bad eyes, that is, you know. If you're lucky enough to have good eyes, so it doesn't matter. Well, we broke that part of it, but that's not a big deal, not an issue. We'll get over it. Okay. We'll have to remove the solenoids, I do think. What I did last time. Same thing with the solenoids, you know, they're in pretty bad shape. These are your sensors for the camshaft. That's basically what tells the computer that something is not working correctly. Now in this case here, thinking back up on this one here didn't have a code for this Bank 1. It had no codes regarding to the cam at all. You know, this was one of them things. I guess the only thing that I could figure, you know, it broke so fast that the computer never had a chance to actually see it. I guess if that makes sense, I don't know. Whatever. Either way, that's all I got. Trying to figure out where my bolts are here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, this is going to be shot. I might as well peel some of it off of here. Noise dampening. That is that. I'm not prying real hard on anything. This before somebody gets bent out of shape. Take that big bolt out, which I forgot about a while ago. It's 18. Did forget about that one. My back's against or in front of you again, but anyway, never try to pry on the gasket surfaces. Whatever you do, try to avoid prying on that. So I want to be careful to see what's actually going to fall out of there, if something's going to fall out. So right there on the bottom, you see a piece of the guides. I'm assuming that's what that is. So we got more over here in the corner. Got more guide laying there. About all I see right there. So that's about all of that I can see. So that right there is a classic not changing your oil scenario. You know, that's absolutely 100% not changing your oil scenario right there. These engines properly maintained, you know, they normally don't show that dirty. Well, that's just, you know, that's silly not to change the oil, you know, in the regular intervals. I mean, this is crap right here, you know. There's enough crud on there that can mess your sensor up and all that good stuff, you know. Of course, all of this here is supposed to be covered with plastic. Of course, that's not there. The tensioners, as you would probably assume, they're I mean, they're gone, you know. You got these tensioners here, here, and here. I mean, there's nothing really I can say, you know. Like I said, poor maintenance and all that good stuff, that'll do that to the engine. That's the reason it's so discolored, because the oil is actually the oil has got time to burn onto it. Of course, you know, they get dirty. I'm not saying the engine doesn't get dirty, and like I said, there is a way to prevent all that. You know, a little bit of maintenance goes a long ways. I'm gonna end the video right here for this part. Make this a part one. We're gonna make this into multiple parts, because these videos here will get long. I think the book time on a job like this, most everybody would probably charge you 14 to 16 hours to do this. So anyway, that's book time. I don't know. I didn't worry about it. As far as this one here is concerned, obviously that's not a customer vehicle. That's actually something that I have bought to fix, because we've been slow here lately, and as it turned out, of course, you get a project like this and all of a sudden you get busy again. But anyway, I'm going to end the video right here. Like, subscribe, do what it is you do. Feedback in the comments, you know, let me know what you think. Let me know what you do different. Till next time, or the next installment anyway. Okay, a little bit of a part one bonus. As I advertised earlier, you know, we've lost two of the roller followers. You know, we lost a couple on the rear. Service information, one place I looked, it said, or well, two places I looked, it says it's a non-interference engine, but it's not. It's actually an interference engine, and with the back, or this is actually the front, the bank one, with the bank one having lost the chain, of course. Unfortunately, when that thing hit, it was on an overlap position. It pretty much wiped out, or no, not wiped out. I didn't say that right. It touched all the valves. All the valves got touched. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but give it a shot. Okay, I'm going to go down a little bit and get that a little bit more even. So we've got one of the valves actually hung open, and there's shiny spots. Like I said, I don't know if the camera is going to pick that up, but there is shiny spots. One of the valves right here is actually hung open, bent. I suspect that the intake side here, I'm assuming that all of these are going to be bent. And I went ahead and I ordered a full set exhaust and intake. I didn't know. I went ahead and ordered them, so I actually got them. I wasn't exactly 100% for sure, but I rolled the cam a little bit, and of course the valve didn't move with it, so that confirmed that it is time to take the head off of it. So took the head off of it. I still got make up your mind. I still got the hash marks in the cylinders, so I think it is actually worth fixing it. I gotta investigate. I got a couple of spots in here. I'm not 100%. I don't feel it. I can see them. I don't know. I just have to further investigate, I guess. That's just all there's to it. Like I said, I can see them, but I cannot feel them. I don't know what it is that I'm looking at. I certainly do see the hash marks in the cylinders. Does not appear to have any other damage. I'm not saying it doesn't yet. Like I said, I can't roll the engine right now because the chain being undone on this side, of course, you know, we don't want to end up hitting the valve on that side, so can't undo that yet. But anyway, there's a little bit of bonus. Maybe later on in the part 2, I'm going to go ahead and put that the top side in the part 2, so there you go.